Hello everybody, Xanaphar here, and today I'm doing a review of Ultraman Tiga, the final Odyssey. So let's get into it. So let's do a very basic plot. So it's set a couple years after Ultraman Tiga, and Daigo can't transform into Ultraman Tiga anymore. So you see Haruma and she's adventuring the Dark Temple, and she sees three Dark Ultra statues, and they wake up and there's a attacking, and she gets knocked out, and then Gazelle seals off the place so they can't escape. So you find out Daigo and Rina are getting married, and Daigo keeps having these nightmares of the Dark Woman. You find out the Dark Woman is Camilla, Tiga's ex-wife. And Camilla gives Daigo the transformation device, and he transforms into Ultraman Tiga once again, and eventually he steals the powers of Camilla's goons, and eventually defeats her, and he starts living on Mars with Rina, happily married, and that's the basic plot. Let's talk about the characters. Let's first talk about Daigo. Daigo, to me, in this movie is really good. I really adore Daigo in this movie. I think he's just so very fascinating. I absolutely like the fact Daigo finds out more about his history, his past in a way. And that's something I think is really cool. I like the fact Daigo learns about, yes, humans have darkness in their heart, but they also have light. And that's something I think is really cool. I like the fact Daigo wishes he has a power of Tiga once again. That's something I think is very fascinating and very cool about his character. And yeah, just Daigo's journey in this movie is so fascinating and just so interesting. Rina. I think Rina is pretty good in this movie. I like her relationship with Daigo. I think they're so cute together. I also really liked the fact that she struggles so much in this movie about Daigo going off and sacrificing himself almost again and again to save humanity, and she just wants Daigo to be happy as a human, and you can just see the struggle of everything. She loves Daigo so much she will go so far even put herself in danger to save Daigo, and that's something I just find fascinating about her. Let's talk about Haruma. Haruma I really like in this movie. I think Haruma is very awesome and very fascinating. I like the fact she's so determined to stop Camilla and her goons, and I just like her story in this movie. Yes, she don't do too much, but Haruma is just awesome. Now let's talk about my most favorite character in this movie and the TV show, motherfucking Marakata. I absolutely love Marakata in this movie so very much. I like the fact Marakata takes more of a leadership role in this movie, and that's something I find so very cool. I also really liked the fact Marakata's love for Haruma. It could be friendship love or it could be romantic love. But still, he has so much respect and care for his captain, and that's something I just find fascinating. I love their relationship. I also really like his love for Daigo. He don't tell Daigo about Haruma being missing, and that's something I find very interesting because he just don't want Daigo to put himself at risk again and again just for everybody else. He just want Daigo to be a normal, happy human, and that's just how much he cares about Daigo. So yeah, I just love Marakata so much in this movie. He's just my favorite character. Now let's talk about Shindo and Hori. I wish I can talk about these two characters a lot more, but honestly, they don't do too much in this movie, but I absolutely love them from the TV show, and I still love them in this movie. I just wish they do a bit more. Now let's talk about the villains. I can't really say too much about the two goons because they don't really do too much, but I can talk about Camilla, and Camilla is a very fascinating villain. I like the fact that she is Tiga's ex-wife, and how she wants Tiga back, but Tiga's in love with another woman, that is Rina. Ooh. But yeah, I think Camilla is a very fascinating villain. I liked, well, the fact that she hates Gazelle so very much for basically steering Tiga away from her, and that's something I find very fascinating. And yeah, Camilla is just a interesting villain. So yeah, that's pretty much every character I wanted to talk about. Yeah. The other characters though, some of the side characters, they're all fine, they all do a good part. Yeah, I apologize for talking so long about these characters, but I love every single one of these characters so very much. And that's why I want to talk about them for a very long time. let's talk about the effects. The effects are actually pretty good in this movie. I really think Tiga's black suit. I think Camilla and her goons all look great. I think the city effects look amazing. I really like the effects in this movie, honestly. I like the fact Golsa makes a cameo. I like seeing that Ultra War happen. That's just really cool to see. Yeah, the effects are just really good. The only thing though, maybe my only criticism with the effects is the CGI. The CGI is not that good in this movie, but the practical effects though are amazing. What did I like about this movie? One thing I really liked a lot in this movie is finding out about Tiga's past. I like the fact Tiga used to be an evil Ultraman, and he used to be, well, married to Camilla, and he betrayed Camilla because of Gazelle and started attacking humanity, and that's something I just find so very fascinating. So what do I think of this movie? Well, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like the music, I like the characters, I like the effects, I like the story. I just think this movie is really, really good. And I just love it. It's just a beautiful sequel to the Tiga show. It goes with the Tiga show perfectly. And it's such a good movie. And so awesome. I just love this movie so very much. And I highly, highly recommend it. If you love Ultraman Tiga the show and you've never seen this movie, go watch it because you're gonna just love it. It's so freaking good. And yeah, I would easily give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's just so freaking good. So that's pretty much it for this review. What do you guys think of Ultraman Tiga, the Final Odyssey? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Tell me down below in the comment section. Okay, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Xanathar is out.